Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of POH Bother, my chunk-locked Ultimate Ironman. In the first episode, I got a lot of the early levels and early chunk unlocks out of the way, and I now have a pretty nice started region here. So we have a lot of the ships at Port Sarim, we have access to Entrana, which is going to be very helpful this episode for trade and construction, and we even go all the way over to the start of Zaya. So, between episodes, I got a few levels, and mainly I trained up defense, because in this episode, I need to get rid of my Ultimate Iron Man armor, so I figured getting some defense first would probably be helpful. But, unfortunately, I can't get this back, because I don't have Lumbridge unlocked, but, yeah, I need to get to Entrada, and they won't let me bring it there. But what I want to start off... Oh, also I got a zombie or gravedigger random event, and I picked up the banana hat and drainer and planted some seeds at the Falador farming patch. But that out of the way, I do have enough total levels to get another chunk unlock. So let's do that now. So we got Corsair Cove. I don't know if we can go out the north of it. I think that might be an agility thing I can't do. But I know that's at least unlockable. And I don't think there's really much here besides the charter ship, which I already had access to. But yeah, that's one chunk unlock, and now I need to start on smithing, or mining and smithing, I should say, because I need to mine the bronze, smelt it on Entrana, and smith into bronze nails, then start picking up the planks and start training construction. So I'll probably get a few more total level unlocks, maybe to like 180 before I check back in, because this is going to get a lot of levels once I get into it. Well, I have been busy grinding out construction, and I might have got a few more levels than I said I would. Yeah, I'm at 190 total level now, which means I have 3 more unlocks. And still a lot of construction training to go for where I want to get to this episode. But when we come over to the chunk picker, I probably should at least pick the chunks before doing the rest of the construction training. So the first chunk is, okay, the next area of Brimhaven. I know there's a gold mine there, and it's used for some quests. I don't know what else, if anything, of notes there. Next chunk is, the Bulk of Hosidius. That might be interesting. I'll have to check out what's there. Oh, that's also where your estate agent is, and Mahogany Homes. So I might be able to start Mahogany Homes, but I don't know. I know it sends you to Artie, Falador, Varrock, and Hosidius, so it's a 1 in 4 chance it would give me a region I could do, I think. But that is interesting, and for the final chunk unlock, we have... Ooh, I think that means I can at least progress in Pirate's Treasure. I can't remember if there's anything else down here, but that is interesting. I might want to also check out that general store. It might have different stuff than the other general stores. And, oh, I need to put that on. And I can't, yeah, the grapple shortcut's there anyway, so... Yeah, that's all the chunk unlocks for the moment. Also kind of funny, I have 3 or 4 in a row right here. But yeah, so... Gonna keep working at construction and probably be back with 200 total level not too far from now. And here is 19 construction for 200 total level. So remember from the other episode, this is significant because I not only get a random chunk unlock, but a double chunk unlock where I get to pick which of the 2 it is. So I'm really hoping I can get to Artie. I have some plans and I really need to get these, or start unlocking stuff in this area. So let's just roll and, oh. Huh. Because that gives access to the dungeon, and the Tsar stuff is down there. I don't know if any of that's good at the moment, but it is definitely a nice place to have unlocked. And, should that unlock Crandor? I'm actually going to say it will, just because the dungeon does connect there, even if I can't do it yet. Because... I don't know, I didn't have to wait till I start Dragon Slayer and ready to boat to Crandor to unlock it, so I feel like it's probably fair to start unlocking it. But now for the second unlock for hitting 200 total level, I roll 2 and I get to pick 1. So I have to get Wizard Tower, or what's the other one? Land's End. I think I'm definitely going to pick Wizard Tower of the 2, just because now I can start Imp Catcher. It's used for other quests like Rune Mysteries later on. And I think there's a few other things like clue steps here as well. So back to the construction grind, although I might see if I can do Imp Catcher. I don't know, we'll see. This grind certainly hasn't been quick, but it wasn't that bad. But there is 30 construction, which is hopefully the last planks I'm going to need from Entrana, depending on how the chunk unlocks go. Because, well, now we can get some things if we get the right chunks, and that's also 220 total level, which means I can pick 2 chunks. So, okay, Piscarius, not the one I wanted. Also don't know how that works. This one might be unlockable, but I'm only going to do this one for the time being, just because I need to check on that. And, okay, about Draenor. That is kind of notable if I could get agility up a bit. And I guess it is working towards other areas, but neither of those were the chunks I wanted. So, to go... Oh, also, I did decide against Crandor, because I can't get there until I can start Dragon Slayer, so I think I at least need to have access to, the Champions Guild and the quest. Anyway, but, yeah, so... The reason I wanted 30 construction is because that's when you can get the Cook Servant. And the Cook Servant can take stuff to the sawmill. So that would be the only way I can get oak planks aside from eclectic implements or just getting to a sawmill myself. But, well, based on my current unlocks, I'm not very close to the sawmill over here or the one on Zaya. So I was hoping to get the Servant, but to get that, I need to get to Artie and get the chunk up here as well. So, yeah, I haven't had good luck on getting to Artie yet. So I guess for the moment what I'm going to do is probably take a break from construction because I don't want to keep running planks. And because the main thing is, the reason I'm doing construction is so I can get more stuff in the playground house, like the tool stores from the workshop and the costume room. But even if I get to the level to make a costume room, I don't have the money to make it, and I don't have the oak planks to make anything in it. So I feel like I need to start training some other skills, maybe go back to like woodcutting and fletching now, or starting on crafting, just to get my total level up some more to try and unlock some of those chunks that could progress me more towards that goal. So an issue I keep running into while trying to train skills is that I don't have a lot of money, nor do I have a great way of getting money besides picking up the bronze scimitar spot and selling it to the general store, which is how I got my fancy new weapon here, which actually does not count as a weapon for Entrada, which is kind of nice. But, yeah. So I did manage to get to 230 total level, so I do get 1 chunk from that, and I also got a bit lucky and managed to get all the beads from Imps. It was not very fun, but I got all the beads, so now I can turn in Imp Catcher. So that's 2 more unlocks, as well as, I think Imp Catcher gives some magic experience. I don't know, I can't remember. Yeah. Oh, not a terrible magic experience drop. Oh, yeah, a few levels there. Fire Strike's actually pretty nice. And an Amulet of Accuracy, which will probably help because, well, my best weapon's either a Bronze Scimitar or an Event RPG in kicking things. So, you know. But we hop over here. Well, let's just pick a chunk and... Ooh. Okay, so Draenor Manor. That means that one and that one are now unlockable. I think that means I could do the entirety of Ernest the Chicken, though. That's kind of notable. Okay, so that was the roll for 230 total level. Now the roll for Imp Catcher is... Okay, so we get another section of Piscarius, but this also means we can go over to Arceus and that section of Piscarius. Not really an area I want to be unlocking right now, because this is the one with the shop that has nails, by the way. So, but, yeah, I don't know, still not getting a lot of chunks that are giving me a ton of progression, but at least Ernest the Chicken is something else I can work at. Well, that quest went a bit quicker than I remembered. So, yeah, 300 coins, that'll actually help, but the main reason I wanted to do it was for the extra chunk unlock. So, if we head back over here, pick a chunk, and... Oh! I think I technically could get down to this one, and that one now. Well, this is definitely, reducing my chance of getting some other chunk unlocks I want by having all these new chunks, but, Port Hazard is actually a pretty nice one. I definitely will want the fishing trawler there later. And actually, are there coal rocks here in one of these mines? I don't think I have access to coal yet, which has been a bit of an annoyance. But yeah, I think I'm just going to work on training up some skills now and probably head for, let's see, maybe, yeah, 250 total. Well, I've been using the event RPG to train up combat on goblins, and while I was working on that, I was tinkering around with the plugin, and I finally figured out how to make the locked regions gray out. So, yeah, as you can see, this is a locked region. It's grayed out. If I zoom in and unlocked it real quick, it's no longer gray. But I haven't unlocked it yet, so go back to being grayed out. So, yeah, hopefully this will make it a lot clearer where I can and can't go, and I also remove the chunk borders, because I feel this does a much better job. So yeah, training up combat on goblins. In the process, I got a new hat, and I now have enough total level to get 3 new unlocks. So hopefully I can get some nice stuff, because the problem right now is I don't really want to invest in training a bunch of skills, because I'm on the cusp of getting some good unlocks. Like, if I unlock this chunk, I can get steel tools, which will make grinding skills like woodcutting a lot easier. For the same reason, I don't want to grind out a lot of combat, because I might get a new weapon that would greatly speed up my experience. So the first chunk I'm going to unlock is... Ooh, that is interesting. I can do the Stronghold of Security. That would actually be pretty good for my money situation. The next unlock is... Oh, okay. I honestly can't say I expected to get to Varrock this soon. I don't think I can do much in here at the moment, but that is a pretty big unlock. And the next unlock is... Finally! Oh my god, I finally got Artie. So this is such a big deal because I've been waiting for this, because the big issue I have right now is I don't have a lot of money. Trading up on goblins, I have got to nearly 1.2k, but I feel like the thing I'm going to have to do for money is thieving. So now that I have Artie, I can train thieving so much quicker, and I don't know if I'll end up using Artie Knights or there's something else, but yeah, this will make training so much better. And I don't think there's any new quests I can do here yet. Tribal Totem, I think I am not too far off of, though. But yeah, this will make training so much better. And I'm also now 1 chunk away from being able to get a servant, which is a really big deal. And here is 20 cooking for 280 total, which means I have another 2 chunk unlocks. So to give a quick recap of what I've been doing, I got to 20 attack at goblins and decided not to do any more training just in case I can get access to a mithril weapon, because I'm really close to the Varrock sword shop as well. So yeah. And I also sold the death runes I got from a maze random, which is how I got a cash stack. And I used the money to buy water and earth runes to use up the body runes I got off goblins, which is how I got my magic up. And I wanted to use these iron arrows I got off the same maze random at flesh crawlers or minotaurs in the Stronghold of Security to try them out. But I decided I probably should get some food first, so I was going to fly fish, which is why I brought the rotted feathers, and then I realized I didn't have the fishing level, so that's why I'm fishing and cooking again. One of those, convoluted RuneScape grinds. Anyway, so I have 2 new chunks to unlock. So the first one is... Oh my god, that is so huge. So, pretty much, the Grand Exchange itself doesn't really matter too much as an Ultimate Ironman. But this unlocks Keldagrim. I don't think there's any requirements to go to Keldagrim except being able to access this minecart or one of the other minecarts. And that is really big, because that is where the only stonemason shop in the game is. So now I can get gold leaf. Limestone brick is another thing you can buy there. So pretty much all those end-game construction things I now have access to, as well as the city itself, the blast furnace shop. I think you might need a level for that, but there's a lot of stuff in Keldagrim I'm going to have to check out. So yeah, that is a very big first unlock. And we're also now able to start going to the wilderness. That's not scary at all. So that was the 270 unlock. Now for the 280, we get... Oh, finally! I was wondering when I was going to get this, which means I now can unlock those 2 chunks as well, because I can get around here and up here. So yeah, that was north of my starting chunk, and it took me to unlock 32 to finally get it. Or I guess it would be unlock number 30, because 1 was free and 1 was the starting chunk. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything I can do here. There are the elemental wizards. There's the air altar, but I need to do rune mysteries first. Oh, is a spinning wheel and a chain body shop, so that might be decent. I'm not sure if the makeover mage adds anything at the moment. But yeah, so, I don't know. The Grand Exchange chunk in Keldagrim, though, I'm definitely going to have to go check that out once I finish up with my current goal here with fishing and such. I finished up training fishing and came down to the Stronghold Security. I got the 10k in the boots, although I'll probably get rid of the boots because they're easy to get back. And I now have 300 total level from training ranged here. So time for another few chunk unlocks. So I have the first chunk from 290 total level, which is, ooh, that is the Champions Guild. Well, I can't actually do Dragon Slayer yet because I need the quest points and also need to get up to there and a few other places, but that is a pretty nice unlock. And now for the 300 total one, which is, okay, we're getting closer to the catacombs. That's pretty good. There's a lot of stuff down there that would be great. And now for the big one. Since I hit 300 total level, I get to do a roll 2 and pick 1. So the chunks are... oh. I don't think there's much in this one. So, I mean, there's not a lot here either. But this does also get me closer to Forthos. So I think I'll pick that one. So now I'm closer to Forthos and some other stuff in the area that would be pretty neat to get. So yeah, now I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I mean, the chunks I recently unlocked did give me a lot of stuff. Also, just to note, I cannot get to Keldergrim. You need to start the Giant Dwarf, so it's going to be quite a while till I can get to the entrance up here. But, I don't know. I could add an exception for it, but I really don't feel like it's needed right now. But, yeah, I think I'm probably going to keep working at ranged here just to get my range level up and use up these iron arrows a bit more. And, probably come back in another like 20 total levels after I get some more combats or such. I decided to work on some crafting now that I have a decent bit of money to work with, and I wanted to take a second to go over my method because, yeah, this is actually working pretty well. So what I've been doing is I've been buying 15 soda ash from the charter ship, coming here to Entrada, filling up my buckets, then smelting the molten glass at this furnace, and then turning the molten glass into whatever I can make as I walk back to the charter ship to sell it to the shop. So far, it hasn't drained that much money, because at the moment I'm making oil lamps, and I think they sell for 3 GP, and I buy the soda ash for like 5. So yeah, this has been a very good way to get a crafting experience. So I might have gotten a little carried away with crafting and training some other skills, because I just jumped from 300 total to 352 total. Whoops. But I ended up doing a bunch of crafting just because I was kind of enjoying it and it was going by quickly. And I got to 34 so I can cut rubies if that ends up coming up. I also did some fletching. I was making some bronze arrows because it was a good way to train multiple skills and get some more arrows for range training. And then I came to already to sell an emerald I got off a random event and did some thieving while I was here and decided I should probably stop before I hit another milestone. So, yeah, that means I have 5 chunk unlocks, though. So, I guess we just should start rolling them. So, the first one is down here. Oh, that does unlock the Brimhaven dungeon. I don't think there's anything I want to do in there yet, but that's a pretty good one. The next chunk unlock is Arceus. Ooh. I know there's some shops there. Some need favor and some don't, but that might actually be pretty useful. Or at least one of that rune shop, the general store rune shop. And I might be able to even pick up a staff. I don't know if that one needs favor or not. So that was the 310 and 320 unlocks. Now the 330 is, ooh, Edgeville. Well, that is closer to Dragon Slayer. And the furnace, I want the furnace to be a cool unlock, but honestly don't think it... Oh, the portal there. The portal there goes to Soul Wars. I cannot forget to do that. There. So now we can unlock Soul Wars in the Isle of Souls, which honestly I don't really want to unlock. But yeah, that is another thing to consider. Oh, and I can get an Edgeville dungeon now, which actually is probably notable, because there is a bunch of cool stuff down there. So that was 3 unlocks. So now the 340... Ooh. Okay. Oh, the sword shop. Oh my god, I finally got a sword. I can buy a mithril sword from there, and that's going to speed up training so much. And I can also access the museum and do the natural history quiz, I think. Yeah, that is the museum, right? Yeah. Oh, I thought for a second I might have been mixing up with the church. So, yeah, Varrock is a pretty massive thing. Oh, also... Yeah, when I unlock Lumbridge, that means I can do Rune Mysteries. And yeah, and if I remember right, I have one more chunk unlock. And that will be... Ooh. I think that means I can do Tribal Totem now. Huh. Also another player-owned house location if I ever want to move it. But, yeah, that was a lot of very good unlocks. Let me review everything. There's probably some things I'm overlooking since I just unlocked 5 chunks at once. But, yeah, that was very, very beneficial. After taking a bit to review the chunks, I caught a couple things I missed. The first is that, because I have Edgeville, this chunk should be unlockable because I now have the lever to go to the deserted keep. And the other thing I did not realize at the time is that I also have the agility arena, which is actually the only way I can train agility right now, at least that I've caught, because there are level 1 obstacles that give experience. So yeah, I can get to level 10 agility and then start training at Draenor if I want to. And I'll probably do that in the next episode. But aside from that, I did a little more work with fletching, and I am also now done the natural history quiz. So if I talk here, I should get a very nice XP drop. Ta-da! Now I have 9 Slayer and 9 Hunter. Man, that was just a huge boost to Hunter. I have been putting experience lamps into it, as you can see, but that only amounted to 50 experience. Now I'm level 9, so the experience lamps will be so much more. But, yeah, hopefully we can get to Implings in the not-too-distant future, even if we get to a Hunter's store first. But that also means I have 3 more unlocks to finish out the episode here. So, what will I get? Ooh, well, that's getting me... At least that's a way to get favor, but I think I need the plows down here first. So, that's not too useful, but could be. Next chunk. Oh, that's actually really good. I was wondering if I'd get close to Lumbridge, and that's the Ham hideout, which means I can actually pickpocket for a steel axe and pickaxe, as well as some other things like starting Lost City, which I actually might want to do, even if I can't get down here. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, but Lost City is pretty big. And for the final unlock, okay, I don't think there's much there. Technically, I guess this one's unlockable because it's an agility shortcut, and I do have access to agility, but oh! Actually just realized, I'm almost at the Woodcutting Guild, which has a sawmill in it. So that could end up being very useful. No, but for the moment, those unlocks don't seem too useful aside from Ham. But yeah, as I mentioned though, I think this is where I'll be ending off the episode. I got a lot of unlocks, even if it was mainly just I get a bunch of level, unlock a bunch of things, get a few levels, unlock a bunch of things. But hopefully in the next episode, now that I have Varrock and a bunch of these other areas, Ardy even, yeah, I will be able to finish up on the progress I made at the start of the episode with construction, get the oak planks and start building the rooms there. But yeah, I definitely made a lot of progress, and I have a lot of plans for what I'm going to do next time. But hopefully you guys are enjoying this series, and yeah, thank you all for watching. Until next time, goodbye.